average person. Here's Mike Winters.
Hey, good morning. It is 21 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Community Little Theater, Gina, Montague, and Chris Wipperman back with us. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I didn't do Montgomery this time. I don't know why in my head I want to say Montgomery. I don't know why. It's like every time it just folds into my brain. I'm like, no, stop feeding me bad information, brain. So I paid definite attention this time to not let the mouth engage the head of the brain. So, good morning. Well, first off, I know you guys have been busy at the theater with, just all kinds of stuff, the different plays. I mean, we had the Battle of the Bands over the summer. It's been, for a COVID pandemic, you guys have had a lot of stuff you're able to still do and achieve, despite the deck of cards you're handed here. So that's great to see.
Yeah, the show must go on.
Absolutely here. So, so hopefully you got to participate in some of those things over the summer here, like the Battle of the Bands, and some of the other plays and things that are happening here. If you missed them, well, now you can get on the stick now and for the fall here, because we're about to, I guess, would you kind of say that this play maybe kind of leads us into the fall festivities, you could kind of say? I would say kind of our gateway to the fall.
We have a lot of things coming up this fall and winter. So we got a
this
full
is the first
slate.
play of our season. We have a season that starts in the fall, right?
That's the word you use, season.
Oh, man. Okay.
But we're going to kick things off this first part of October here, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, and then the following weekend, which is the 15th, 16th, and 17th. The play is called Unnecessary Farce, and it's romantic drama, very serious. And,
Sure is.
I kid.
Yeah.
It's a cops and robbers, mystery whodunit comedy, basically, kind of, right? It's I guess that would be a good descriptor of it. Kind of a sophisticated Keystone Cops type thing, I guess you could maybe say.
I don't know about that.
It's a farce. If Gina has the best description of farce and what that means in the theater.
Like how comparable to like a Naked Gun type movie? Like, is the comedy in that same vein? I guess you could say.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah. So if you have the comedy like I like, then this is going to be your jam.
Yeah, it's fast paced, a lot of action, a lot of in and out of doors. I mean, that's a farce. You always have a lot of doors. A farce is also where the audience knows more than the characters know.
Sure, you're seeing the whole story while some of the characters only see half the story.
Correct.
And so it's kind of like, don't do this, though. Kind of like when you watch the Thrillers movies and someone's like, someone's behind that door, don't open it.
Right.
Same kind of deal.
So it's a lot of fun. It's two cops. They're setting up a sting operation in two hotel rooms, two adjoining rooms.
Okay.
And they're trying to catch the bad guy on video, confessing. And so, but there's
Nothing
twists
goes
and
right
turns. Twists and turns.
Hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues.
So basically, it's like a cop version of our football game broadcasts where we're trying to get this, but like 20 things go wrong.
A little bit.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Except we don't laugh at ours.
Yeah.
We make noises, but not laughing.
Right. That's right.
Well, cool. So this is a lot of fun, just a good fun night out. Family friendly? Is this all family? Bring the kids, everything, or is this more of a date night type?
Right.
Type
This is a little naughty.
Okay.
This show has adult themes, adult situations.
So probably leave the kid a sitter for the kids or something like that, and make this a couples or friends night.
This is
out,
a date night show.
It's a date night show. It's definitely a little naughty humor.
I love that because I get it. I love family friendly. I love when we have as much because you need that. But you also need things that aren't for the kids. You need things for partners to strengthen their relationships with, and unfortunately we tend to not create as many of those. We create things to bring the kids. And by the way, you can dump the kids off over here while we do, but it's not really. No. This make it a date. Go get you dinner. Go, maybe add a third little part of your event there, and then cap it off with a performance at the Roswell Community Little Theater.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
Or change your order. Maybe like to eat late. Go to the play and then eat. I don't care if you do you, but make it a thing and make it. Treat. We especially if for couples. I should take this own advice myself, but it's easy, especially when you've been married or been together for a very long time. It's easy to take each other for granted, and especially if you got kids. The kids always get first priority. It's just the way it is. Use this as a reminder to make your spouse, your partner, that special person. So go have. And the beauty of this is, guys will love this because it's funny, it's comedy. It's not like a musical where everything's very singy and generally things that women swoon over, and guys are like, when's the game on? You know what I mean? And
there's a little man humor in it. There's some stuff that guys will be snickering and their wives will be nudging with their elbow.
So when you drag a husband or something, you come to light play, and of course they come kicking because that's nothing to do with tools or sports. They'll be like, oh, that was funny. This was, and I don't care what you need to do. If there are guys, particularly if they're like a guy my age, and they are of the same mental capacity, just hit them with Naked Gun and these references and say, you love those. This is going to be right in that same thing. You're going to love it.
That's right.
And I know it'll happen. They'll probably go in mumbling and grumbling, and then about 10 minutes into the first act, their teeth's out and they're laughing and like, glad you came, and they'll give you some offhanded like, well, it's not that fun, but they're really, I know the move. But what I mean is, use this as that opportunity. Come do something special for your family, or if you got a bunch of friends that just love the same thing, make it a girls' night or guys' night out and have some fun with it. If you're not. If you're free, we'll just call you that. If you're free to do your own thing,
it's pretty amazing. I've been involved with the theater about a year now, and so I've seen people, like the guys, the husbands who get drug along to a show, and then like the next show, here they are again, and they're kind of like, they give you kind of look like, well, nothing else to do tonight, so I figured I'd come back, and then you see them for the show after that, they're kind of like, hey, how's it going? So it's. Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun, but come on, it's Roswell. There's not a whole lot to do here, and having something that you can get away for the night that's not a movie or not a bar, and
that's what I want to get. I want people to go out of their comfort zone a little bit, and this is one of those easy ones because it doesn't require really any extra effort. It's not like you have to learn a new language or something.
Right.
You just come out and enjoy something that maybe you've never tried before, something you haven't done very often. I guarantee. Now, granted, I know there's some people like, oh, I hate kids. I've been to a ton of school plays. I'm good. This is different. This is adults having fun. And now it's live theater. Yeah. Anything can happen. It is what it is.
It can.
But
and will.
This isn't like your kids' play where everyone's showing the camera on there. It's like going to Broadway. It's a Broadway show basically. You're going out for the show and that experience, and come out, get a little dressed up if you want. You don't have to.
No, but come on out.
Come in t-shirts and shorts, no big deal. But if you want to make it like a formal thing and get put on something that requires a tie or a dress and do that, then by all means, you embrace it, make it your own event here. But
absolutely,
come and have fun and come and enjoy it. Now, as is the rule, generally speaking, if if you want to get tickets, especially if it's not opening night, get them earlier rather than later, because opening night, it sells out and everything. But generally after opening night and people see it, they start getting tickets for second shows. They'll bring other friends so if you want to guarantee the night you want and the seat, the time you want, everything like that, go ahead and go to the website, get your tickets now, or call them and reserve your tickets. That way. Now, of course, you'll be able to get tickets at the door and things like that. But especially if you're going to make it a full date experience and try to do, fellas, part of making a good date is planning. It doesn't even necessarily be the grandiose thing, but if you put a little time and effort and thought to it, that's what your spouse would appreciate.
That's right. Yeah.
So, think about it. So use this to show that you have this ability.
There you go,
and
guys.
then,
date night, maybe give her a card, put the tickets inside.
Yeah.
Come on, dinner, tickets.
Get a bottle of champagne or something.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe make reservations at a restaurant, too, while you're
at
it.
Hey, now, let's not get too fancy.
Treat them out for a go night now, or you don't have to do any of the things and make it a fun night. And it's like, we've been formal all week. Get your T-shirts on, get your shorts on, go grab a burger at McDonald's, and then come on out to the play. Whatever,
that's right.
Whatever sounds awesome to you, you do that. But we'd love to have you come be a part of this. Come enjoy. I guarantee I don't care what your thoughts are on live theater and all that, whether you're like, oh, it's not my thing. Once you get there, go down, sit your butt down, and just kick back and enjoy it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have fun. It's comedy. It's TV, but with live people.
That's right. And the cool part is these are your friends and neighbors and coworkers. We're all community members. We're all volunteers.
Sure.
We put in hundreds of hours, and we don't get a dime from this. It's all about the satisfaction of doing it. So that passion really adds to it. I think
absolutely.
And I would also say you get to see a side of your friends that you don't necessarily see sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many times I've gone to plays and things, and there'll be members of the cast that I know from the community. Pastors in our churches, or the insurance agent up the street, or your real estate agent. And you know them in those forms.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute, that's the guy that sold me my house. Wait a minute, why is he skipping around? It's like, you don't see that side of him. And you're like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Especially with people that are kind of businessy. You know what I mean? I've met a couple people, and I talk to them, and they're real nice, but you don't think of them as cut loose types, And next thing you know, you see them on their tipple toes twinkling around up on stage, or dressed up as some kind of animal or something. You're like, wow, check them out. I never thought. So, there's that much to it, too.
The rumors were true.
Well, it's just, you're just going, wow, I didn't think Pastor so-and-so would be singing and dancing like that. That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
That's what the beauty of local live theater brings to you. So you see your friends and neighbors and people, sometimes you kind of know. It's like, wait a minute, isn't that the guy that works at the grocery store? Yeah, look at him. I know he can play guitar. And, that's the cool part of community theater. You kind of learn things about people that sometimes they kind of hide under a basket or a bushel there.
Well, a prime example would be our lead female character, who is a woman I am quite familiar with because it is my wife.
Oh!
And she has always been behind the scenes. She's, she does lights, she does sound, she does backstage work.
Good news is she's very boisterous. She's a person
that's
not
my wife,
shy.
so she's definitely
that's going
not
to be her advantage. But yes, you're right. She's generally not. She's the one running the light, not the one in the light.
And she has always swore, I am never getting on stage. I'm perfectly happy behind the scenes. And this time we've got her up on stage, and I think she's killing it. Of course, it's up to the director, but she's having a great time, and it's fun for me as somebody who likes being on stage to see her kind of developing that passion for it, and seeing what it is that excites me so much when I get up there.
Nice, gotcha.
So it's nice to see that. Yeah.
So at the house, there is a dueling egos now, since everyone's on the front of the stage now.
At the house, at the house right now, it's a lot of leave me alone. I'm working on my lines.
Oh yeah.
So she's sitting there with her headphones on, and she's talking out loud, and I'm like, what? Oh, she's doing her lines again. But. Yeah, a lot of that.
Well, let me ask you that part, Gina. When it comes to the working side, what's generally, especially for your main actors and things, how many hours are these folks on average putting in? You think? I mean, obviously you have your formal practices, but just guesstimating. I mean, how, like when they decide to do a play? How much of their week is consumed by this? It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a big commitment. We're trying to do the best show that we can, and that's going to require some time. We rehearse 3 to 4 times a week, and then the rest
sometimes
of the
more.
time, sometimes more, and the rest of the time you should be at home studying your lines.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I want to point out is like the cast, the crew, everyone works really hard to do the amazing job with this, and that's why I want you guys to come out and see this stuff. Come out and see. If you've never been before, make it. I know we have our regulars. We have people that come out all the time, and we love them and appreciate them. But I would love to see some new people that normally don't think of Broadway and theater as a form of entertainment. And I think plays like this are perfect.
Yeah.
Because granted, those type of people you mention, the biggest plays on the planet, unless it's Monty Python, they're kind of like, I'm not touched. You know what I mean? You throw Shogun out there, or just some iconic, Broadway plays, and most people that aren't in the theater are like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to see Les Miserables or whatever.
Right.
But something like this, Unnecessary Farce, it's a broad, a theater play, everything, but it's subject matter you can relate to. It doesn't feel like well, let's face it, like Les Miserables, you're like, I'm not. I feel like I'm too not sophisticated to watch something like, you know what I mean?
You don't want to feel emotionally exhausted when you leave a play.
I feel like I'm too stupid for something like that.
Right.
This sounds more but this is why I think plays like this make theater something that all of us can enjoy, even the people that don't necessarily look for this as a form of entertainment.
Right,
So I'd say, use this as that play to get you some of that foot in the door and say, hey, that was fun and cut up and goofy and a little risque and, nothing like I expected. I kind of thought it was going to be, begat this and Shakespeare and, and then they sang a song and I was like, some people love that. I get it, but that's not everybody's cup of tea.
That's right.
And so I think people that don't like theater, they tend to lean that way. So use this as that intro into checking out theater, maybe ladies. And I'm saying ladies because usually it's guys that are more abrasive on this. Not always, but usually. If you're looking for a show to kind of get their feet wet into theater and you wanted to bring them, I think Unnecessary Farce might be the perfect one for them.
Right.
Because it's at a level that they're going to appreciate and laugh. It doesn't require, a lot of investment into the story.
That's right.
And like you know what I mean? It's just, you can sit back and have a good time for 2 hours.
Your brain's not going to have to work very hard to enjoy this.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, the less it works, probably the more you'll enjoy it.
The better.
Yeah. Funnier than the
That's
joke.
right. Yeah. So, yeah.
But good news is you got evening and matinee opportunities.
Yes.
Opening weekend will be October 8th, 9th, and 10th. The 8th and 9th will be 7:30 p.m. performances. That's Friday and Saturday night. And then Sunday afternoon at 2:30.
Yes.
And then we'll do it all over again the next weekend, October 15th, 16th, and 17th. Again, 7:30 p.m. for the Friday and Saturday night performances, Sunday afternoon at 2:30. You can probably the best place to get advance tickets is probably the theater's website.
That's right.
RoswellTheater.com. It's Roswell, Theatre, not
The fancy spelling.
Yes. The one you hold your pinky up.
That's right.
.com. And then you can get your tickets for Unnecessary Farce. You'll find them right there. There's Dropbox. You'll see when you get there, you'll see order tickets, and you click the tab, and then you'll see a Dropbox what nights and dates you want you pick that.
That's right.
And then you just follow the check boxes and voila. And then they'll have your tickets when you get there the night of the performance.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if I can, I would like to send, we've had some great help from the community with this play. We've had some people, that's a thing about community theaters. We're nonprofit, so we don't have a lot of money. We put on these plays probably with a lot less money than some people might spend at a bar on a good evening. We'll put on an entire production. So, having the community members who help us out. And I want to say Blair's Trading Post was awesome. This takes place in hotel rooms, and we needed hotel room furniture.
I'm sure they had a lot of good stuff that would make great set
Talk
pieces.
to Gary and Debbie down there, and they're like, you tell us what you need. We'll get it for you. And so they're letting us borrow some furniture, which helps, it's when it comes to a play, it's all about the set and having, when people look and it looks like a hotel room, it immerses them in the experience.
It sells the story to the audience.
You're so again, great thanks to Gary and Debbie at Blair's Trading Post. Roswell Donuts is helping us out, and also Yolanda at Candlewood Inn and Suites. Thank you very much. We needed hotel room stuff and like those little door hangers and the little small stuff
that makes the
hotel room. She's like, you tell me what you need and I'll get it for you. So again, thank you very much to her. So.
Yes, everyone has been very supportive and amazing.
Well, community theater cannot do it without support. There's been businesses and individuals. Every single production that happens on the stage in there's a group of people or businesses that help make that happen.
Yeah.
Every single time. And there's the usual cast of characters, and like I said, now you got some new ones in the fold for this, which is great to see too.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you're an individual organization and you would like to be a part of this, the Roswell Community Theater is constantly, they have a great warehouse part of that's part of the theater there, that they keep a lot of great costumes and things. But, well, when you do stories that can cover anything from very old to into the future, you got to get creative on what you got on site and what you don't. And it's hard to do a play in the 40s when everyone's dressed like the 80s.
That's right.
Doesn't, or they're sitting on couches that look like from the 80s and not the 40s. That's very key on that. So, and unfortunately, people just don't have furniture from the 40s laying around that they can keep. So you guys store it, keep it when you need it, and things like that. So if you're going through your stuff and you're planning yard sales or planning on cleaning out stuff, go through there. If you think of some things that might look good is like furniture or clothing or even like vases and knick-knack stuff.
Unique items are what is always the toughest for us to find.
Even phones and things would be handy, because they're all props.
Pictures, you got old pictures laying around. We have a hallway that's just filled with pictures because, when you have a play and you're trying to make your set, you want to pick something that kind of matches your set.
Sure.
So, you just kind of walk. But, all that stuff is great. And construction materials right now with the cost of stuff. If you got some extra wood laying around, if you got some screws, materials, anything like that, please feel free to donate it to us.
Okay.
We had to locate 8 doors for this play, which was not very easy, trying to find 8 similar doors.
Especially in a world of COVID where everyone's wanting doors for actual door
to like keep
purposes.
keep out the evil, right?
Not just for a play, but...
But yeah, so I mean, but little stuff you have laying around, and it's cool because we get every time we do the show, we seem to get a call from a couple people who are like, "Hey, come by, I got a couch you can have or something." So we really do appreciate that, and it really does help us out.
It does, absolutely does. So please, next time you're going through stuff and you're doing that, please give a call to the theater or shoot it. Probably if you're a Facebooker. Facebook user, just shoot a message on there. Someone will get you and say, "Hey, I got a bunch of stuff. Would y'all like it? Would you use it?"
Absolutely.
Because theater, some people are there, sometimes not, just depending on when you call. And
sure,
it's a lot of volunteers.
I think we have an answering machine. It might be the only one still in existence, but we have an answering machine there.
Well, if it's got a cassette tape in it, I'll be very impressed.
It's a reel-to-reel. It's an old one, yeah. The old Vodafone. Remember that?
I got a mini disc or a mini cassette.
Yeah,
it's fancy ones.
Right, right.
But yeah, love folks, get involved. Certainly come out to the play, be a part of it here. Also, we kind of want to tease you on a couple of things that we want to put on your radar for later in the fall too. Let's go ahead and kind of tease us with some of the things that we want to put on people's radar. Even though we got Unnecessary Farce again. That's October 8th, 9th, and 10th, 15th, 16th, 17th. But right on the heels of that, we've got other things and other events coming up that we want you to know about and participate too.
Yeah. So one thing we're doing is we are starting an improv group at the theater. And we've been trying to get this going since the beginning of the summer. It's been a little tough with COVID and everything, and we've been busy at the theater. So getting everybody together and schedules have been tough. But they are planning their first show on October 1st at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And it's just an improv show. It's, come out and see some folks just trying to make you laugh for a little while. Yeah. And the big thing is we want people to participate. This is a community theater. You're all welcome to come be part of it.
So when we think of improv show, would a good visual be like what if you watch Whose Line Is Anyway, something similar to that type of show? Look at that vein, and like there'll be cards with subject and materials to kind of give the actors on the stage their direction, and then they take that card and go with it.
Mm-hmm. And crazy props and things, little stuff like that. So that's one thing that we've been working on. We're getting it up and running, but October 1st, 7 p.m. is our first show. It's $8. Come out, just watch it, and if you want to be involved, all you got to do is ask, man. We'll get you up there on stage next time. You could come to rehearsals and be involved in it. So that's one thing we've got going on.
Or if you just walk around and start cracking jokes, and then if you crack enough, people start laughing. Like, you should be in here, and then you push it.
There you go. That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. If you're the one everybody's always groaning at, you're probably perfect for us. Yeah, perfect.
Hey, there's a thin line between a groan and a guffaw.
That's right. And it's subjective, Right. You may have groaned to me. That was a win right there. That was a victory.
Yeah, tough crowd. I mean,
that's right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Also, so we are very excited. We're partnering with the Kiwanis Club.
Cool.
On November 6th, we are doing a concert. It's a tribute band for Simon and Garfunkel, and these guys are supposed to be really good. I've seen some videos of it. It's supposed to be really good. There's going to be 2 shows, one at 2 p.m. and one at 7:30 p.m. Tickets for $28. For the regular tickets, we have some VIP tickets for $40, which will include like backstage and getting to meet the band and stuff.
The players.
And the cool thing is we're partnering with the Kiwanis. This is a benefit. They're trying to build a playground for autistic children here in Roswell.
Park. Yes,
an all-inclusive park. And so they get benefited by it. The theater gets, we get helped out a little bit by it. And plus, it's bringing something different to Roswell. Should be a fun night. These guys are really good, and come out and enjoy it. Have fun.
And to be honest, I would, if you're the younger folks, go check it out, because obviously people that are kids are in their 20s and probably even 30s at this point are probably not very familiar with a lot of Simon and Garfunkel, But to be honest, they've had so much work that's you probably know and don't even realize is Simon and Garfunkel. And let's face it, if you're a musician or into music, I think you love like folk or even rock music, you have to kind of study the path to get there. And Simon and Garfunkel is like if you're a folk and if you love that kind of music and you're not familiar with that, you're kind of not doing a service to folk music.
It's kind of Americana.
That's Simon and Garfunkel. So use it as a reminiscing or remember, I love that song and do this. Or expose Simon and Garfunkel to our younger folks for the first time and get them a chance to appreciate that music and why much of it's still timeless to this day. You know, now granted, music's subjective like everything else. Some people, you know, I love rock and music. You ain't getting a metal concert with Simon and Garfunkel. I hate to tell you, but as far as just deep melodic music and just messages, and I mean, what's going to happen is you're going to hear the concert and go and hear the songs, and about 2/3 of the songs you're going to be, I know that song. I didn't even realize that was a Simon and Garfunkel song.
Well, it's like what is it? Sound of Silence.
Yeah.
You know, Disturbed has redone it, so it's on the radio all the time with a different band singing it. But you know, so somebody's going to come in, they're going to be like, I know that song, but it's weird to hear it this way. But that's how we all heard it growing up. You know?
The original.
Yeah, exactly.
But and what's the date on the that concert again?
So that's November 6th. That's a Saturday, and there's actually 2 shows that day. There's a matinee at 2, and then another one at 7:30.
All right, so whichever you prefer, get your tickets for. Are those tickets available at the Roswell Theater website?
They are available online, and it's going to be weird for this show because normally we're kind of a what would you call it? General admission seating. You know,
this one's got assigned seats.
This will have assigned seats because we do have a VIP section.
Well, this is, like you said, you're partnering with the Kiwanis, so it's a little different than a Roswell community little theater production. So some of the rules are a little different. For this one. So there'll be assigned seats. You'll be it'll be more like I guess you could say like if you went on Broadway and bought tickets and did it that way, and you know sit where you're assigned to and all. It'd be more in that vein, but. And if I remember right, they do like what I call the Chautauqua of the Simon and Garfunkel. Like when they're up there, they are Simon and Garfunkel, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a husband and wife, but I think they harmonize really good together. And you know, Simon and Garfunkel kind of had a harmony thing going. And
so they're not wearing the suits and the haircuts like some.
I believe. Well, you know, you never know.
She might look weird in a Simon or Garfunkel clothing.
But it's an acoustic set, so it's not going to be loud. You're not going to walk out of there like some concerts with your head banging for the next 2 days.
It's just pleasant. It's Simon and Garfunkel.
Exactly.
I mean, it's that music you listen to, and it's like easy listening, or you know, something that kind of makes tone setting music, or just establish. You want nice little romantic, even some cases too. And some of their songs are very romantic as well. So you know, maybe using it to rekindle some passions with your partners.
That's right.
More fun later.
That's right.
Little Simon and Garfunkel to get the tone moving.
That's right. Oh yeah, baby.
Very cool. What else we got on the horizon here we want to let folks know about?
Well, I just wanted to remind everyone Santa's talent search is coming up again.
Christmas is just around the corner. I know it's September, but December will be here before you know it.
Absolutely. So get your acts together, start working up your music.
I guess we could say this is the second annual Christmas Talent Showcase, I guess you could call it.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun last year.
It was a lot of fun. I was very glad you guys asked me to be a part of it. It was fun. If you missed it last year, we had several, I don't know, about a dozen acts or so, singers,
a couple bands.
Yeah. We had quite a few musicians. We had there was no stand-up comedy or anything. Most of this was all music on
this time, yeah.
But it's game on. If you got a talent, think of America's Got Talent. You know, maybe leave some of the freak show stuff behind. But, you know, because we don't want to shoot nobody out of a can.
No juggling flaming chainsaws, please.
Maybe not that. But yeah, if you want to tell comedy, or if you got maybe you're a ventriloquist or
dance routine. Got a pretty decent-sized stage. You could certainly hurt yourself up there if you wanted to.
Absolutely, yeah. Do anything. And, of course, you know, singing, performing music, all that. It's a talent show. If you got talent, bring it on the stage, and we'll have some fun. And who knows, maybe you can win some prize money. You know?
Absolutely, yeah. Cash money for prizes. And so start getting your act together.
You can't read my writing.
No.
Did you want to ask Mike something about this show?
Yes, we wanted to see if you would be willing to be a judge again this year.
I would be happy to. I would love to. Now,
awesome.
Do you want me to Grinch it up again, or are we going something new?
Yeah, no, we're sticking with the theme. So it's Santa's talent search.
Okay.
And so the Grinch and the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Abominable Snowman will be there to help.
They'll be back as well?
Yes, to help.
And if you didn't see Mike's Grinch costume last year, seriously, you guys, I don't know if there's pictures of it online, but it looked really amazing. He went all out.
He looked great.
We had fun. It was a lot of fun, and it'll be similar to next year. I think the judging criterion stuff might be a little different than this year than last, but it'll be just like last year. The talent comes on. We're gonna have great. We want to pack the house and get audience participation and cheer on your favorite acts and things. But
that's right.
But we would love to have you come out and I think, like I said, we'll tell you more as it comes, but it'll be very similar, but there'll be a few changes from last year.
Yeah.
Anytime you do something and you want to do things to streamline it, make it better. And so hopefully we've instituted a few changes, you guys, that will kind of be noticeable.
Tell you something we'd love to see this year is we'd love to see some businesses get together and maybe put together like a group, you got all the folks back in the office who do all the paperwork. We'll see if they want to get together and sing a Christmas carol or something.
Absolutely.
Let's have some businesses come in and
maybe we can even create rivalries. Maybe you got a bigger business. Maybe you got a bigger business with more employees, and the accounting office can take on the production office.
That's
something like that.
There you go. There's a lot of opportunities there.
Entertaining for everybody, but you guys are kind of also intercompete and see who does better in the stores.
That's right.
And the possibilities are endless here.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Maybe you're a nonprofit organization that wants to do a comedy skit to get your name out there.
That's
a little
right.
better. Maybe your church group and say, hey, we're going to use this as a pulpit to promote our youth group, and we're going to do one of our skits or plays up here as part of it. You can use it for promotion of your own thing or something too. That's what it's here for. And, and certainly if you're a band, Sycamore Flood.
Sycamore Flood did our Battle of the Bands, and I heard their advertisement a little while ago. They're
using
already made it big time. They're looking for some new members already.
Yeah, using this as a platform to go bigger with it.
That's right.
And that's if you want to use this as that, absolutely. If you just want to come have some fun and sing some songs and let's all cut it up and have some fun together, we can do that too.
Right.
I will tell you this. I don't care even if you don't have talent, please come out and watch it. Mm-hmm. Trust me, you're going to be blown away. There's going to be at least one or two, probably more, of the contestants, and you're going to think, oh my goodness, that came out of that little person's mouth, or that was done by this person. Last year I'm seeing, some young men and women that they just look like kids, they're having a good time, and next thing you know, they sound like Pavarotti up there. And you're just like, wow, what just happened? That was impressive.
Maya was amazing, who was our overall winner.
And she was one, but that's just great. All of those guys, the competitors, singers.
Little Corbin, my little buddy Corbin, I see him running around the theater. He's part of our kids program at the theater, and he was up there playing piano, and
I would never have the gumption or the ability to do that thing at his age that he did.
I was so proud of him. I was so proud of him.
Yeah,
and
I
know he's going to be back. I think his brother's going to join him this year. So I think he's going to have his brother up there with him.
If they're coming twice, they always have to up your game from the other one. Yeah, you got to go big.
Yeah,
so how it works.
All of our competitors were amazing last year. I cannot wait to see the variety of talent.
Absolutely.
And I think they all had a blast. It seems like everybody we talked to was like, okay, are we doing it again next year?
Yeah.
So that's always a good sign when everybody wants to come back.
As far as submitting entries and things, when is that going to be available here? Probably in a couple weeks here, maybe?
Yeah, we'll have some dates for you next time when we come.
Okay. Keep checking back on the website and the Facebook page if you're really antsy here. But like I said, we'll announce when the entry part goes live here, and then and you know what? Again, like you said, you want to see some businesses compete. If you'd like to help and support and sponsor too, Sec Decor, things like that. I know last year's event could not have happened without some great businesses.
Chimera donated
Christmas
some beautiful trees last year,
and some set decor and things. It was a much better performance because of those things they donated and volunteered to us. So
absolutely,
if there's businesses again would like to, maybe you don't have enough talent to put on an act in the show, but you're like, you know what? No, I would love to donate some decor or donate some money to
donate a few bucks for the prize fund. That's one of the things that's cool about this.
Hey, we'll call it the blah 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 business big winner here.
Exactly. Yeah, you have won the so and so whatever. Yeah, exactly. We can do that absolutely because businesses be part of the community. It's tax deductible. We're a nonprofit. It's a really great way to get your name out to a bunch of people and help support your community.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I just saw the time. We need to wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
I was like, uh-oh, we're going to get
We tend to get yapping, as theater folks.
Again, don't forget Unnecessary Farce, October 8th, 9th, and 10th, and October 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Right.
All performances at the Roswell Community Theater. The Friday and Saturday nights are 7:30 performances. The Sundays are 2:30 matinee performances. Right. Again, get tickets at roswelltheater.com, TheATRE.com. Also, look for more information on the talent show here. Any of the kids, the CAPS program, too. If you've got kids and you want to get them exposed to some more theater and things like that, please go to the Roswell Theater website, learn more about their kids' arts programs called CAPS. Matter of fact, they've got an event coming up here in a few weeks in October at the Historical Society. Think of their Graveside Manor. That's one of their annual events that's kind of they're known for, where they'll dress up as some of the famous people that now call the South Park Cemetery home, and tell folks about them. And they're going to do something similar at the Historical Society here in a few weeks. So get involved. RoswellTheater.com is the website. Look for Roswell Theater on Facebook. If you have questions, anything, shoot them out there. And then, of course, if you're interested and want to be a part of it, please reach out. Shoot a message.
Oh, let me throw this out real quick. I forgot to mention this. Auditions for the next play, which is... Alethia's directed. Anyway, October 11th and 12th. So in between the 2 weeks of our play, we're auditioning for the next play. It'll be at 7 p.m. So if you want to come audition, there you go.
Very good. Yeah, come, and then come to one of the performances, see what it's all about and everything, and then come out the next day and break a leg.
Exactly. Thank you so much for having us on, Mike.
Yes,
we really
thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Mike.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time, and can't wait to Grinch it up again with you guys.
Awesome.
We are so excited about it.
All right, it is 9:56.